how to achieve everything you want in life. Really interesting concept. Many people will say it's fake. So let's imagine. Imagine you're thinking of something. Imagine thinking of you achieving something. Let's say that you want to be successful. You want to make a lot of money. Imagine that. And imagine that can happen. Or imagine you will tell yourself something is going to happen and it happens. Interesting, right? Imagine that happening. What if I tell you it can be done? What if I tell you, if you tell yourself something is going to happen, it will happen? What if I tell you it's possible? Well, I want to talk about this concept today. I want to show you how even I use this concept and really I'm achieving everything I just imagined. So I would like to show you examples from my life. So the best example I can give you is from me doing my driving license. We get into the next part of like driving school when you learn to basically drive, right? Like the driving lessons. And I remember I used to talk to myself and I used to say to myself, like, to be more confident, to be more calm, that I'm his best student. I'm my instructor's best student. I used to like say that to myself most of the time so I can be like more calm and, it can become a reality. I used to say that to myself. And I once read a book. It was a really interesting book. It was called The Psychology of Selling. And in that book, the writer was talking about how the most successful salespeople used to talk to themselves. They used to talk to themselves before meetings. They used to talk to themselves like, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself. Boosting their like self-concept. And then they used to talk to themselves, used to say to themselves, I'm the best selling person. I'm the best selling person. I'm the best selling person. This meeting will go well. This meeting will go well. And they used to sometimes tell to themselves, okay, these meetings will go well. The client will be satisfied. He will be happy. We will enjoy talking to each other. It will be great. What happened after that? For the meeting, everything basically happened how he said it will. The client was satisfied. They were having a good time. It was going all great. So I said to myself, let's just give it a try. So day before all the tests. So you have like a paper test, like with questions. Then you have sort of like obstacle course, and then you have like driving tests. So before all of that, the night before, I was talking to myself. I was saying to myself, I will do it. I will be calm. There will be no problem. And I will be best. And also I was saying to myself, I am his best student. I'm like my instructor's best student. I was still repeating it. I'm his best student. I'm his best student. I'm his best student. So the day comes and, everyone was nervous around me. I could see it. I was a little bit nervous too, but I was like a little bit more calmer. I meditated a little bit before it. So they gave us our papers. And, I had some stress before. So, I opened it, I read some questions, and I kind of like smiled a little bit. Then, bam, I was fucking calm as shit. I was like checking all the fucking boxes. I was the fastest, and I basically done the test on full points. I was calm. I was calm the whole entire time. So we went to obstacle course, of course. You have like sort of like stress before, and when I got into the car and when I started like rolling with the car, I was calm. I was like, done this like a million times. It's like fucking nothing, and I done it easy. So then we go to the worst, which is driving tests. And what I really recommend if you're doing your driving tests, go first. Go first. If you have the opportunity, go first. Because if you see people failing before you, it will just stress you out. It's not a good feeling. So I remember I let one person before me, and this person was like kind of good, right? So 15 minutes later, I see the car coming back. There was my instructor in the main seat, in the driving seat, and I was like, oh fuck, this is not going to be, oh fuck, this is bad. So the instructor like got out from the car, like pointed at me, well, and was like, I was like, oh fuck. So I, went into the car, stress of course. I started rolling with the car, and all of those stress sort of like disappeared again. I was calm. I was chill. There was no problem for me. So then my instructor asked me, he literally asked me, do you know where this place is? And I was like, yeah, I know where it is. So imagine a city, and the only thing you need to go is just go straight in the city, straight out of the city, and then you will just turn right into one village, and before the village, on the left, there's a flower shop. That's the destination. You just need to go straight, right, and then go a little bit left. That's all. So he was like, do you know where it is? And I was like, yeah. So I was driving, very carefully I was driving. Got into the place. Then I was left in the car for 15 minutes. And then we went back, and there was one turn before the starting line, or like the starting point. And I was like, do I need to like turn right or no? He was like, no, you just go back. I was like, okay. So I went back, I signed the paper, and that was it. Then people that went after me, they were going around the city, left, right, you need to turn around, you need to go there. Like they were doing a lot more turns than me, a lot more stuff than me. They were going through this whole city. But me, I was just, straight, right, left, done. Wait, and then go back. And I was like kind of confused, like, what the fuck is this? So then after a few hours, my instructor called me, and and he was like, okay, so we can pick your license 2 days after, you can do this and that. I was like, I need to ask. Like, I asked him, how is it possible that I only drove like this distance? Like, was it sort of like luck or what was it? And he said, the the instructor or the policeman that was like testing me was like to my instructor, like, I need to deal with something with these people at that flower shop, like the owners. And he asked my instructor, who is your best driver? And he said me. He said that I'm his best driver. Imagine. At that moment, I was like, fuck. Like, imagine this happening. The exact same thing I was saying to myself happened. Exact same thing. So, this is the concept. Saying to yourself something that you will achieve or something that will happen, and it will happen. Right? Something like it doesn't seem even real, right? So, how you can achieve this amazing feeling? Well, it's not that easy as you think. Of course, you can, say to yourself something like, okay, I will be the strongest, I will be the strongest, I will be the most successful guy. You can say all that things, but if you're not going to put any work into it, it won't work. So, I like to use something I call a satellite analogy. So, what I mean by that? So let's imagine you would send a satellite into the space. Imagine that satellite being your goals. For example, that goal maybe is you want to be a millionaire. Okay, you want to be a millionaire. Okay, that's a goal. That's a goal. It's a satellite using it in space. So you want some sort of like a signal, right? You want something that will come to your like home, to your like home satellite, so you can watch something. Well, imagine that is some sort of like your life. So you have a satellite, that's your goal, and you want some signal into your home, which is your life. So you want that goal to come into your life. Okay, we got it. But there's nothing. There's a satellite, there's your life, but there's no sort of like connection to it. So what you need is a signal. Okay? Station, you want a signal. That signal is energy. This energy comes from you working hard, from you thinking about non-stop, from you putting your whole mind into that concept. You're thinking about it. You're doing something about it to achieve it. You're putting an energy into the satellite, which is sort of like a signal. This is the concept, right? So even for me, I was spending hours learning different signs, different laws. I was driving and basically learning and putting a lot of energy into the universe. So this is why I could achieve that. So I sent a satellite into space, and also I was giving it energy or signal, and it was sending back to me. This is the whole concept. You can tell yourself you would like to achieve this. You want to achieve this. This is what you want to happen. If you're not putting any work, you're not putting any energy into the space, into the any signal into the satellite, nothing's going to happen. This is why it's so important. This is why working hard, this is why putting energy into the universe is so important. If you want to achieve anything you want, you need to first what you want to achieve. Tell yourself every single time before bed what you want to achieve, and then put energy into it, energy into the universe. Try to put all of the energy, put it into the universe. Because it's a very beautiful concept. If you send something into the universe, it will come back 2 times back to you. If you are sad all the time and thinking about it and feeling sad and depressed, it will come back to you even stronger. But if you're happy, if you're fulfilled, it will come back even stronger to you and to your situations in life and your luck. This is what I want you to do. Pick a sort of like a goal and work for that goal. Put energy into the goal. Put your mind to it. Put your whole energy into it. And you will achieve it.